Kaldenberg Consulting TV. I am your host, Brian Kaldenberg, and we're going into part 2 of our Google Content Advertising series. Last episode we talked a little bit about what Google Content Advertising was and how it's definitely a different animal than Google Search Advertising, because your customer has a different frame of mind when they visit your page than if they were a search customer. Google Content Advertising is more of an interruptive form of marketing, whereas Google Search is they're actively seeking. They're much more in the buy mode if they're doing a search than if you interrupted them on some website with your Google ad. Well, today let's talk about a few things that you need to have in place when you're setting up your Google Content campaign. One, I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday, but you've got to have Google Analytics. Again, that's always anybody, if you're doing internet marketing, Google Analytics is a necessity, because it's really the best way to track what traffic's doing when they come to your site. And if you're selling something and you have a goal that you're trying to have that visitor do, you can track what led to that goal, what ad led to that goal, what website where you're advertising your Google ads on led to them to come to your site and then led to them to make a transaction. Without Google Analytics, you can't see any of that. So that is a must. But the other thing is, what we do here at Kaldenberg Consulting is we like to separate out the search campaign from the Google content campaign. So when you're setting up your Google content campaign, you're in your Google AdWords account, you create a new campaign, make sure you have only content. You don't want any search data coming into this campaign. You want to keep your search campaign separate and your content campaign separate, because that's mixed traffic. And as we already talked about, they're definitely different animals, search versus content, and you want to keep the traffic separate so you can really see in analytics what's happening. So when you start your Google Content campaign, make sure that you have the setting there, content only, have search turned off. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create some ads, image ads. And what I like to do is, if you can, now you only get 50 kilobytes of size. That's the maximum size your ad can be. One good way that we like to do it, though, is we like to have an ad around the border. You have a little thin border around your ad that blinks, and it's called an animated GIF. If you don't know how to do it, hire us to make your ads, or find a graphic designer in your area and tell them I want an animated GIF with a blinking border. And I want it to be under 50 kilobytes in size. And then Google has about 7 or 10 different sizes of image ads you can create. You're going to want to create your ad in all those different sizes. So get the border, get it animated and blinking, and then put your message on there. And it's got to be a very strong call to action, and preferably colors that stick out, because again, you have to catch that person's attention. If you don't catch their attention, they're not going to click your ad. So that's the first thing. Then what you want to do is you want to set your ad groups up within the campaign. What we like to do is there's 2 different types of Google Content Advertising. You can go out and pick websites you want your ad to run on. Again, if you're selling fish oil pills, you might want your ads to run on blogs that talk about heart health or how to live heart healthy. So you can go and actually make an ad group. We like to call it managed placements. And these are inside here. You're going to pick websites that you're choosing to have your ads run on, and you're managing that. And then have your ads inside there, and your ads will run on all these different websites that you've picked. The other thing you can do is you can actually, just like Google Search, you can pick keywords that you want your ads to run on. And then Google goes out all across the internet and finds websites that have these keywords on them. One of the greatest things, one of our clients, HawkeyeNation.com, they're running Google ads to make some more money. And they have probably anywhere from 100 to 200 new posts, user-generated content, on their forums created every day. And it's funny because you go into that post and it might be talking about the Iowa versus Penn State game, and bam, the very first ad you see is Penn State jerseys or Penn State helmets. And that's how powerful Google is. Google's actually noticed, okay, this post right here has Penn State content on it. we've got an advertiser who wants to run ads anywhere they're talking about Penn State football, bam, they pair that up. So you as the advertiser, if you can think of topics that you want to advertise on, you don't necessarily have to know the websites. You just know if there's a website out there talking about fish oil pills or talking about, bear with me here, I'm trying to think of a good topic. Talking about running shoes, and you sell running shoes, you're Nike, and you have your new running shoe, that would be a great place for you to advertise. So you just say, anywhere where someone's talking about running shoes or Nike running shoes, I want my ads to run. And that's what you can do. And so what we like to do is our ad groups inside of our Google Content campaign, we use exact match ad groups, and we'll just have, this is our ad group for fish oil pills. This is our ad group for omega-3. This is our ad group for heart-healthy supplements. Anywhere out there talking about heart-healthy supplements, all across the internet, if Google picks that up, your fish oil pills would run. And that's really the power of Google Content Advertising. They have such a dramatic reach that you can run your ads anywhere where people are talking about things that closely relate to your product or service. So that's the gist of setting up your campaign. You want to make sure you have it only a Google Content campaign, no search data, and then if you have some websites you want to run your ads on, put them in a managed placements ad group, and then put all the other ones, make an ad group for every single specific topic you want to run, then put all your ads in. We recommend 8 ads, and maybe even try 8 ads with 2 ads for each size, so you can really, after you get a lot of data into Google Analytics, you can see which ads are working and which size of ads are working the best as far as generating traffic, and then you can trace it all the way back to which ad made the most sales, and then go with that headline, that size. So next episode, we're going to talk a little bit more about how you can take Google Content Advertising to the next level. It's an amazing new thing Google's just launched, and you don't want to miss it. If you guys have questions, put them in the comments area below, and I'll be happy to answer any question, concern, anything you have. I'll do my best to answer your questions. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.